Across America in 2025, something extraordinary is happening. Small towns are reviving the spirit of the old Homestead Act by practically giving away land. As big city housing costs explode past $420,000 on average, these communities are fighting back with free lots, cash incentives, and promises of a simpler, more affordable life. From Kansas prairies to Minnesota farmlands, towns with dwindling populations are dangling parcels worth $8,000 to $15,000 at no cost if you're willing to build and stay. It's not a gimmick, but a once-in-a-generation opportunity to claim land, cut costs, and start over where the American dream still breathes. Number 10. New Richland, Minnesota. New Richland, Minnesota, population around 1,200, is one of the most forward-thinking small towns still offering free land in 2025. Through its Homestake subdivision program, the town provides 86 by 133-foot residential lots, each valued at nearly $9,500, at no cost if you commit to building a home. The requirements are straightforward. Construction must begin within 12 months and be finished within 18 months, with a minimum 1,200 square feet. Single-family home on a permanent foundation. To ensure community stability, buyers must also live in the property as their primary residence for at least 5 years. The savings are substantial. Utility hookups, water, sewer, and paved streets are already in place, cutting out an additional $6,000 to $8,000 in prep costs. New builds in New Richland average $150 to $180 per square foot, which puts a modest 1,200 square foot home between $180,000 to $216,000. Property taxes are relatively low at around 1.3%, meaning a $200,000 home would see roughly $200,000. $2,600 annually in taxes, far less than in larger metro areas. The cost of living is about 25% below the U.S. average, and essentials like groceries and gas are significantly cheaper. Schools are another draw, with class sizes averaging 15 to 1 and graduation rates topping 94%. For jobs, Rochester and Owatonna are within commuting distance, providing access to healthcare, manufacturing, and remote work opportunities. Winters are cold, with highs averaging 26 degrees Fahrenheit in December, but summers are mild and pleasant. For families, retirees, or remote workers, New Richland offers a genuine shot at affordable homeownership. Free land included. Number 9. Claremont, Minnesota. Claremont, Minnesota, with a population under 600, is one of the rare towns where income-based free land programs are actively shaping its future. The city offers 100 by 150-foot residential lots, valued around $10,000, but families can get them entirely free if their household income falls below about $129,000. Applicants must also attend an 8-hour homeownership course to qualify. The town requires a minimum 1,200 square foot home, built on a permanent foundation, ensuring stability and long-term residency. The average home price in Claremont hovers near $140,000, while new builds often cost closer to $180,000 to $200,000, depending on customization. With the free lot saving families roughly $10,000 up front, plus utility hookups already in place, residents can significantly cut down construction costs. Property taxes in the region average 1.3%, meaning a $200,000 home would see about $2,600 annually in taxes, much lower than in major metro areas. Claremont's location is also attractive. Only a 30-minute drive to Rochester, a city of more than 120,000 and home to the world-renowned Mayo Clinic, offering high-paying jobs and extensive healthcare. Utilities, paved streets, and internet connections are already in place, saving thousands more in startup costs. The cost of living in Claremont is about 20% below the national average, groceries and transportation being particularly affordable. Schools are small, with a 14-to-1 student-teacher ratio, and graduation rates above 90%. Harsh winters are the only real drawback, with temperatures often dipping below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. But for families seeking affordability, stability, and a supportive community, Claremont offers one of the most practical paths to homeownership. Number 8. Flagler, Colorado. Flagler, Colorado, population roughly 650, is unique among towns giving away land. It focuses primarily on entrepreneurs. Instead of offering free land just for homes, Flagler's program incentivizes business development. The town will grant commercial or residential lots, often valued between $8,000 and $12,000, but applicants must present a detailed business plan, financial history, and commit to launching a company that benefits the local economy. This makes it a rare opportunity for business-minded individuals looking to settle and contribute directly to community growth. The requirements are strict. Business owners must show 3 years of tax returns, pass a public review, and agree to establish operations within a fixed timeline. If approved, land is granted free of charge, with utility infrastructure, water, sewer, and electricity already available, saving applicants thousands of dollars in setup costs. Flagler's economy is primarily agricultural, with Wagner's bird seed plant being the largest employer. Median home prices sit around $145,000, and the cost of living is nearly 28% below the national average, making the area affordable for both families and businesses. Property taxes average 0.55% in Colorado, so a $150,000 home would see just $825 annually in taxes. The town is located on the Eastern Plains, about 115 miles east of Denver, giving residents access to city amenities while keeping a quiet, rural lifestyle. Winters can be cold, with temperatures dipping into the teens, but summers are mild. For entrepreneurs wanting to own land, launch a business, and live affordably. Flagler's free land program is one of the most innovative in America. Number 7. Manila, Iowa. Manila, Iowa, population roughly 775, is one of those small towns betting big on free land to revitalize its shrinking population. Located in Crawford County, Manila offers 11,000 to 13,000 square feet, residential lots completely free of charge, with paved roads and utilities, water, sewer, and electricity already installed. Each lot carries an estimated value of nearly $15,000, representing a major upfront saving for anyone willing to build. To qualify, you must build a minimum 1,200 square foot home within 18 months of acquiring the lot. Applicants are required to submit a building plan and demonstrate financing, ensuring only serious participants take part. Average home values in Manila are around $87,000, while new construction typically costs between $125,000 and $150,000, depending on finishes. With free land, families can focus their budget entirely on the build itself. Property taxes in Crawford County average 1.4%, meaning a $150,000 home would cost roughly $2,100 per year in taxes, manageable compared to national averages. The cost of living in Manila is nearly 30% below the U.S. average, with affordable groceries, gas, and housing making it attractive to retirees and young families alike. Manila is part of the IKM Manning School District, with small class sizes averaging 13-to-1 and graduation rates over 90%. Crime is virtually non-existent, adding to the appeal for families. Winters can be harsh. dipping below -10 degrees Fahrenheit. But outdoor lovers will appreciate the rolling hills and nearby recreational activities like fishing, camping, and hunting. For anyone looking to build without the crushing cost of land, Manila represents a small-town chance at big savings. Number 6. Beatrice, Nebraska. Beatrice, Nebraska, population around 12,000, has revived the historic Homestead Act spirit with its own modern free land program. Through the city's Homestead program, Beatrice offers residential lots ranging from 9,000 to 12,000 square feet, valued between $5,000 and $10,000, completely free if you commit to building. The requirements: construct a single-family home valued at $150,000 or more within 1 year of receiving the deed, and reside there for at least 3 years. If you fail to meet these terms, you must repay the full lot value. The average home price in Beatrice is around $145,000, but new builds typically cost between $160,000 and $170,000, $200,000, depending on customization. With the land gifted, you can cut out thousands in upfront costs. Property taxes average 1.8%, so on a $180,000 home, you'd owe about $3,200 annually. Utilities, water, sewer, and electrical are already available at the property line, saving another $6,000 to $8,000 in prep expenses. The cost of living in Beatrice is about 22% below the national average, with affordable groceries, housing, and transportation. Schools have a strong reputation, crime rates are low, and the town offers walkable neighborhoods. Local attractions include the Homestead National Historical Park and thriving community events. Winters dip to the mid-teens, but summers are warm and comfortable. Beatrice balances affordability with livability. Free land, modest taxes, and ready infrastructure, making it one of Nebraska's most practical opportunities for new families, retirees, or remote workers seeking a permanent home. Number 5. Plainville, Kansas. Plainville, Kansas, population about 1,850, is as small-town Midwest as it gets, and it's offering a rare free land deal. The city provides 155 by 93-foot residential lots, each worth around $7,000 to $10,000, completely free if you begin building within 12 months and finish within 18. The home must meet city codes, usually requiring a minimum of 1,000 square feet. The average home value in Plainville is around $115,000, far below the U.S. median, and new construction usually ranges from $140,000 to $150,000, $170,000. With free land and utilities already extended to the property line, you save nearly $10,000 upfront, plus hookup costs of $5,000 to $7,000. Property taxes average 1.5%, so a $150,000 home would carry about $2,250 annually in taxes. Plainville has a modest downtown with local banks, restaurants, and a grocery store. Amenities include a hospital, a junior-senior high school, and Webster State Park nearby for outdoor recreation. The cost of living here is 28% below the national average, making housing, food, and utilities affordable. For families, Plainville offers small class sizes and a safe, community-focused environment. Winters can be cold, but summers are pleasant, rarely exceeding the high 80s. For those craving affordability, safety, and a slower pace of life, Plainville's free land program is a realistic way to build a future without land costs. Number 4. Marquette, Kansas. Marquette, Kansas, a picturesque town of just 599 residents, is one of the longest-running examples of free land success in America. The program began in the early 2000s, and nearly all 1/3 acre lots in its subdivision were claimed quickly. The city still encourages new residents with a simple requirement: build a minimum 1,000 square feet single-family home within 1 year. The average home price in Marquette is only about $98,000, but new builds generally cost between $140,000 and $160,000. With free land saving around $8,000 to $12,000, families can focus resources on construction rather than acquisition. Property taxes are reasonable, averaging 1.6%, meaning a $150,000 home costs about $2,400 annually. Marquette is famous for the Kansas Motorcycle Museum and its annual Thunder on the Smoky Rally, which brings energy to the town each summer. The community offers a swimming pool, parks, and a quaint downtown with local restaurants and shops. Larger cities like Wichita are only about 75 minutes away, providing access to jobs, healthcare, and entertainment. The cost of living is around 30% below the U.S. average, and utilities are ready at the lot line, saving an additional $6,000 to $8,000. Schools are small, with student-teacher ratios under 14:1, and crime rates are virtually negligible. Winters bring harsh winds and snow, but summers are mild and comfortable. Marquette's free land program has already proven effective, boosting the population by over 15% since its launch. For newcomers, this is a chance to join a growing community where small-town hospitality meets practical affordability. Number 3. Elwood, Nebraska. Elwood, Nebraska, population just under 700, is one of the smallest communities in the Cornhusker State. But it's making waves with a simple offer: free residential land. The lots average 10,000 to 15,000 square feet, valued between $8,000 and $12,000, yet they're offered at no cost if you agree to build. To qualify, you must construct a minimum 1,200 square foot home on a permanent foundation, begin construction within 12 months, and finish within 24. A refundable $500 deposit is required, which is returned once the home is complete. Building costs in Elwood range from $110 to $140 per square foot, meaning a 1,200 square foot house would total between $132,000 and $140,000, $168,000. With free land and utilities already at the lot line, new residents can save up to $15,000 up front. The village also sweetens the deal with up to 10% down payment assistance for construction loans above $25,000, helping families and first-time builders. Property taxes in Gosper County average 1.8%, translating to around $2,400 annually on a $135,000 home. The cost of living is 32% below the national average, with groceries, gas, and housing all markedly cheaper. While job opportunities are limited locally, remote workers or commuters to nearby towns like Holdrege or Lexington find Elwood ideal. Elwood offers a quiet, rural lifestyle, excellent schools with small class sizes, and virtually no crime. Winters are cold, dipping into the teens, but summers are warm and enjoyable. For anyone ready to build a life in small-town Nebraska, Elwood's free land program provides both affordability and stability. Number 2. Curtis, Nebraska. Curtis, Nebraska, home to about 806 people, is nicknamed Nebraska's Easter City, but it's also becoming known for its free land giveaways. The program targets both residents and entrepreneurs, offering residential and commercial lots valued between $6,000 and $10,000 at zero cost if you meet the building requirements. Residential lots typically measure around 90 by 130 feet, and applicants must construct at least a 1,200 square foot home within 24 months. Curtis sets itself apart by also giving away free commercial lots to business owners willing to establish shops, restaurants, or services. To qualify, you must present a development plan and meet zoning rules, but the city backs projects with generous tax incentives. This unique twist not only grows the population, but strengthens the economy. The average home in Curtis costs about $95,000, with new builds closer to $150,000 to $170,000. With free land and utilities at the curb, families can cut $10,000 to $12,000 in upfront expenses. Property taxes average 1.85%, which would be about $2,700 annually on a $145,000 property. The cost of living is 30% below the U.S. average, meaning groceries, housing, and transportation are budget-friendly. Curtis is home to the Nebraska College of Technical Agriculture, giving the town an educational anchor. Amenities include parks, a golf course, and community events. Though winters are harsh, the sense of belonging and opportunity is strong. For families and entrepreneurs, Curtis offers not just free land, but the chance to build both a home and a future. Number 1. Mankato, Kansas. Mankato, Kansas, with a population of around 850, is one of the most recognized free land towns in America. The city's Johnson Addition subdivision offers 12,000 to 27,000 square foot lots, valued at roughly $10,000 each, absolutely free if you commit to building. The rules: a single-family home of at least 1,200 square feet, complete with a basement or crawl space and a 2-car garage. Construction must start within 6 months and be completed within 18. Building costs in Mankato average $120 to $150 per square foot, so a 1,200 square foot house will run between $144,000 and $180,000. With free land and utilities like water, sewer, and electricity already installed, families save at least $15,000 up front. The town even offers a 5-year property tax rebate, which could save homeowners another $6,000 to $8,000, depending on value. The average home price here is about $89,000, far below the U.S. median of over $420,000, and the overall cost of living is 28% below the national average. Essentials like groceries and gas are among the cheapest in Kansas. Property taxes run between 1.4 to 1.6%, translating to about $2,300 annually on a $150,000 home. Families benefit from small class sizes, about 12 to 1 student-teacher ratio, and a high school graduation rate above 90%. The town is quiet, safe, and surrounded by outdoor options like Webster State Park and the Nicodemus Historic Site. For remote workers, young families, or retirees, Mankato's free land program is one of the clearest paths to affordable, sustainable homeownership in America.